Women are not allowed to touch monks. In Thailand, the respect for Buddhist traditions runs deep, and monks are held in the highest regard, representing purity and spiritual discipline. One of the most important taboos in the country is that women are strictly forbidden from touching monks. The belief behind this is that any physical contact could distract monks from their path of spiritual enlightenment. Even an accidental touch by a woman is considered a serious violation. Monks are a common sight throughout Thailand, whether you're visiting a temple, riding public transportation, or just walking down the street. You might notice that they always keep their distance from women. On public buses, for example, monks often sit in a designated area, separate from female passengers. If a woman wants to offer something to a monk, she has to place it on a special cloth, allowing the monk to retrieve it without any direct contact. For tourists, especially women, this is an important cultural practice to be aware of. Picture this. You're taking a photo in a temple or participating in a local ceremony, and you accidentally brush against a monk. What seems like a harmless mistake could actually lead to an awkward and uncomfortable situation. This custom reflects the deep respect that Thai people have for their religious leaders and the importance of preserving the purity of their spiritual practices. Feet are seen as the dirtiest part of the body. In Thailand, feet carry a symbolic association with impurity, and this extends far beyond religious settings into everyday life. Being the lowest part of the body, feet are considered unclean, and there are some pretty strict taboos around how you should use them. For instance, pointing your feet at people or objects, using them to open doors, or resting them on high surfaces are all seen as incredibly rude gestures. This respect for cleanliness also comes into play when entering someone's home. In Thai culture, it's expected that you remove your shoes before stepping into a house or temple, which shows your respect for the space. Imagine walking into someone's home with your shoes on. This would be seen as highly disrespectful, almost like bringing dirt inside the sanctuary. Interestingly, this practice isn't just limited to homes, but extends to public spaces as well. Tourists quickly discover that removing shoes is a part of daily life in Thailand. Many temples and even some restaurants have designated areas for leaving shoes outside. It might seem surprising to those unfamiliar with this custom, but it's a sign of respect for the culture and the cleanliness of these spaces. The head is sacred, avoid touching it. While in some cultures, it's perfectly normal to pat someone on the head as a friendly gesture, in Thailand, the head is considered the most sacred part of the body. It's believed to be closest to the heavens, and a symbol of wisdom and spiritual connection, so touching someone's head, especially without permission, is seen as incredibly disrespectful. This belief holds true even for children. You might think patting a child on the head is a sweet or affectionate gesture, but in Thailand, it's considered intrusive. Only family members have the right to touch a child's head. This deep reverence for the head also influences how Thais greet one another. Instead of shaking hands, they use a gesture called the Y, where they press their palms together in a prayer-like pose and slightly bow their head. This greeting shows respect and avoids unnecessary physical contact with the head. For visitors, mastering the Y is a simple but effective way to show you're respecting the local customs. Never criticize the monarchy. In Thailand, the monarchy is one of the most respected and sacred institutions in the country. The king is viewed as a symbol of national pride and unity, and showing any form of disrespect toward him is not just frowned upon, it's actually against the law. This is known as lèse-majesté, a serious offense that can result in harsh consequences, including imprisonment. This deep respect for the monarchy is reflected in everyday actions. For instance, the king's image appears on Thai currency, so stepping on or mistreating money is seen as a direct insult to the monarchy. It's also customary for everyone to stand in complete silence when the national anthem is played, which happens twice a day in public spaces. It's not unusual to see everyone around you pause and show respect during these moments. The love Thai people have for their royal family goes back centuries, and you'll notice portraits of the king displayed in homes, shops, and public places throughout the country. As a visitor, it's crucial to avoid making any jokes or comments that could be seen as critical of the monarchy. Even a light-hearted remark could have serious consequences. A land full of amulets and superstitions. Thailand has a fascinating connection with the spiritual world, and this is most clearly seen through the use of amulets. Known as Thai charms, these small objects are believed to offer protection, attract good luck, or ward off evil spirits. You'll spot them hanging in homes, cars, shops, and even worn as jewelry. The designs vary, from tiny Buddha statues to sacred tattoos known as sak yant. Amulets are highly revered in Thai culture, and many people believe they possess mystical powers. While most are intended to bring fortune and safety, some come with warnings, as misusing them can supposedly bring bad luck or harm. Stories of cursed amulets are part of local folklore, and Thais take these beliefs seriously. Tourists who dismiss or mock these traditions might find themselves in an uncomfortable position, with locals reacting strongly to such behavior. If you're interested in buying amulets at markets like Bangkok's famous Amulet Market, keep in mind that these are not just souvenirs. They hold spiritual value. Haggling over the price is considered disrespectful, as the transaction is viewed as sacred. Treating these items with the respect they deserve will show your appreciation for the local culture. Transgender acceptance, a surprising reality. Despite Thailand's strong roots in traditional values, the country stands out as one of the most accepting places for transgender individuals. Thailand has gained a global reputation as a leading destination for gender reassignment surgery, attracting thousands of people from all over the world seeking high-quality yet affordable medical procedures. The transgender community in Thailand, locally referred to as katoi or ladyboys, is widely accepted and can be seen thriving in various sectors, from the entertainment industry to regular everyday professions. What might surprise visitors is the contrast between Thailand's deep Buddhist traditions and its openness toward gender diversity. Yet this unique acceptance has made Thailand a major hub for medical tourism, particularly for those seeking gender-affirming surgeries. The medical tourism industry contributes billions of dollars to the country's economy every year, and transgender-related procedures play a significant role in this. As a visitor, you'll notice transgender individuals seamlessly integrated into society. It's essential to approach this aspect of Thai culture with respect, as the transgender community isn't just tolerated, they're embraced and celebrated in many areas of life. Avoid public arguments. In Thailand, maintaining social harmony is incredibly important, and public arguments or loud confrontations are frowned upon. While in some cultures, a passionate debate might be seen as normal or even a sign of confidence, in Thailand, such behavior is considered disruptive and disrespectful. Thai people prefer to avoid direct conflict, and they place a strong emphasis on staying calm and composed in all situations. One important concept in Thai culture is saving face, which means preserving one's dignity and avoiding embarrassment. Raising your voice or engaging in a public dispute can lead to a loss of face, both for you and those involved. Instead of reacting with anger, Thais often diffuse tension with a polite smile or calm conversation. If you find yourself in a disagreement while visiting Thailand, whether it's with a local or a service provider, the best approach is to stay calm and resolve the issue diplomatically. Losing your temper or shouting in public won't get you anywhere. In fact, it could result in social isolation or, in extreme cases, legal trouble if things escalate too far. Keep your valuables safe. Although Thailand is known for being a relatively safe destination for travelers, it's always a good idea to take precautions with your valuables. Tourists are often reminded not to leave important items like money, passports, or electronics unattended in their hotel rooms. While most hotel staff are honest, theft can happen, and recovering stolen items is extremely difficult once they're gone. Thailand's lively markets, bustling streets, and crowded tourist spots can also be prime areas for pickpockets. Keeping your belongings in a secure, close-to-your-body bag and staying aware of your surroundings is key to avoiding trouble in these busy areas. Another helpful tip is to make use of hotel safes whenever available. Many accommodations offer secure lockboxes for guests to store their valuables, providing a safer alternative than leaving things out in the open. As with any trip, staying alert and protecting your belongings will ensure your time in Thailand is smooth and stress-free. No whistling at night. Thailand has its fair share of superstitions, and one of the more unusual ones is the belief that whistling at night can summon spirits or ghosts. This idea comes from old Thai folklore, which suggests that the sound of whistling attracts wandering spirits, or in some cases, snakes. Because of this, many people believe that whistling after dark brings bad luck. Although this might sound strange to outsiders, many Thais take it quite seriously, especially in rural areas where local traditions run deep. If you're visiting these parts, don't be surprised if someone quickly warns you to stop if you start whistling at night. The belief is so strong that many people go out of their way to avoid making any whistling sounds after sundown. As a tourist, it's always a good idea to respect this cultural belief, even if you're not superstitious yourself. Being mindful of local customs, particularly when you're in more traditional settings, is a great way to show respect and appreciation for Thai culture. Temple etiquette. Be mindful of your feet and posture. Thailand is home to over 40,000 temples, each holding deep spiritual and cultural significance. When visiting these sacred places, proper etiquette is a must to show your respect. One of the key rules is being mindful of how you position your feet and body during your visit. As mentioned earlier, feet are considered the dirtiest part of the body, and this belief is especially important in temples. Pointing your feet at Buddha statues or religious objects is seen as highly offensive. When sitting inside a temple, it's customary to kneel with your feet tucked behind you to avoid pointing them toward anything sacred, showing both reverence and respect. Another important aspect of temple etiquette is dressing appropriately. Visitors are expected to dress modestly, meaning shoulders and knees should be covered. If your attire doesn't meet these standards, many temples will provide a sarong or shawl at the entrance to ensure you're dressed respectfully. For visitors, these customs might take some getting used to, but observing the behavior of locals can be a helpful guide. If you're ever unsure, it's best to err on the side of modesty and respect when visiting Thailand's temples. Never refuse a gift. Thailand is known for its warm hospitality, and gift-giving is an important part of this tradition. Whether it's a small token of appreciation or something more significant, receiving a gift from a Thai person carries a lot of meaning. But there's one golden rule to keep in mind. Never refuse a gift, no matter how unexpected or unfamiliar it may be. In Thai culture, declining a gift can be seen as disrespectful and might embarrass or offend the giver. Even if the gift seems unusual, perhaps an unfamiliar snack or a quirky trinket, it's essential to accept it with gratitude. The best way to do this is by smiling, thanking the person, and accepting the gift with both hands, which is a sign of respect. Some gifts you may receive in rural areas might even surprise you, like live animals or unique local foods. While these offerings may seem out of the ordinary, part of the cultural experience is to embrace these moments with an open heart and show appreciation for the gesture. Although it's not always expected, it's thoughtful to reciprocate the kindness if possible. If you have something small from your home country, such as a souvenir or treat, offering it in return is a wonderful way to honor Thai customs. Proper hand etiquette. In Thailand, your hands are not just tools, but a key part of social interactions, and there are specific rules around how to use them. One of the most important aspects is avoiding pointing your finger directly at someone. In Thai culture, pointing is seen as an aggressive gesture and can be interpreted as hostile. If you need to get someone's attention, it's better to gesture with your palm facing downward, or use your entire hand in a polite, open manner. There's also a cultural distinction between the right and left hands. The right hand is considered clean and respectful, while the left hand is viewed as unclean. So, when you're giving or receiving something, especially items of importance like money or gifts, always use your right hand. This simple gesture shows respect and aligns with Thai customs. Another thing to keep in mind is dining etiquette. When sharing a meal, it's polite to use a separate spoon to serve yourself from communal dishes, rather than your personal utensils. This not only ensures good hygiene, but also shows respect for others at the table, following a key part of Thai dining culture. Stand still during the national anthem. Thailand is one of the few countries where the national anthem is played publicly twice a day, at 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. You'll hear it in places like train stations, parks, and even malls. During this time, it's customary for everyone to stop what they're doing and stand still as a sign of respect for the country and its monarchy. This tradition reflects the deep sense of national pride in Thailand, and it's expected that tourists also take part by pausing and standing still during the anthem. It's a simple but powerful gesture that shows respect. Not observing this custom could be seen as disrespectful and might draw unwanted attention. If you're unsure of what to do when the anthem starts, just look around and follow the locals. Everyone will stop, remain quiet, and stand motionless until the anthem finishes. It's also important to avoid making any negative comments about the anthem or the national flag, as this can lead to serious legal consequences. For visitors, respecting this national tradition is a small but significant way to show appreciation for Thai culture and values. It's a simple act that can help you blend in and show your respect for the country and its people. Don't step on money. In Thailand, money is more than just a tool for transactions. It holds deep symbolic meaning. Thai banknotes feature images of the king, and because the monarchy is held in such high regard, mishandling or stepping on money is seen as highly disrespectful. Accidentally stepping on a fallen banknote, for instance, could even land you in legal trouble, as it's considered an insult to the royal family. This might seem unusual to foreigners, but it's a rule that's taken very seriously in Thailand. If you drop money in public, be sure to pick it up with care, using your hands rather than your feet. Even small coins, which also bear the king's image, should be handled with the same level of respect. The deep reverence for the monarchy is evident throughout all aspects of life in Thailand, including how the currency is treated. As a tourist, being mindful of how you handle money, especially in public, shows your respect and understanding of the local culture. Eating etiquette, take your time. Dining in Thailand is often seen as a social event, a chance to connect with friends and family over a shared meal. There are a few key cultural practices that visitors should be aware of to ensure they show proper etiquette when eating. One of the main aspects of Thai dining is the concept of shared dishes. Meals are typically served with several large plates placed in the center of the table for everyone to share. It's considered rude to take food directly from the shared dish with your personal utensils. Instead, use the communal serving spoon to transfer food to your own plate. Another important part of Thai dining is patience. Meals, especially dinners, are meant to be enjoyed at a leisurely pace. In contrast to some Western cultures where meals might be rushed, Thais like to savor their food and take their time in the company of others. Eating too quickly or rushing through a meal can be seen as disrespectful, as it disrupts the relaxed social atmosphere. Finally, when you've finished eating, it's customary to place your fork and spoon together on your plate as a polite signal that you're done. This small gesture lets your host know you've finished your meal without the need for words. Thailand is a country rich in vibrant traditions, spiritual depth, and intriguing cultural norms. Embracing and respecting these customs isn't just about following rules. It's about truly understanding and appreciating the long-standing history and values that make Thailand so special. From greeting with a warm way to showing reverence in temples or pausing for the national anthem, each tradition offers a glimpse into the soul of this beautiful nation. By keeping these 15 fascinating taboos and customs in mind, you'll be able to explore Thailand with respect, navigating through the land of smiles with grace. We hope this guide has prepared you for an enriching and unforgettable adventure in Thailand. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Thailand's unique culture. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Eagle Discovery for more exciting content about travel and culture from across the globe.